Hey guys, it's the Fisher Brad.
And I'm Adam Doyle, owner of Attack Customs.
And today we're going to teach you how to make your own soft plastics. Alright guys, today we're going to be doing two different kinds of molds. So we're just going to start off with the supplies really quick. First, you need gloves.
You're going to need a mold and plastisol.
Also, injectors.
And a cup. For suppliers of molds, you can find a number of great ones. Lurecraft is a great option. An open pore mold like this is about $11 or $12. If you're going to go with an injection mold, you can also find them at Lurecraft. This one here is probably about $125. Open pore molds are more reasonable. They're a little less user-friendly. It takes a little bit of skill to fill these and make them look right. That's why you pay $12 for this mold. With injection molds, you get more detail, you can get full round, and they're easier to shoot. Also with injection molds, you'll need to have an injector, which runs about $70 to $80.
For the color schemes, you can pretty much use any color you could ever imagine. They'll work for both molds, whether it'll be injection or the open pore. And there's a bunch of different sizes for the glitters, like this one is .008.
So the liquid colorants are basically what gives your bait the color of the bait. And then you can find any number of glitter flakes to add to your pattern to make it uniquely yours. We've got our plastisol poured in the cup. We're gonna pop it in the microwave. We'll microwave it for 2 minutes until it reaches the consistency of maple syrup.
Right here, we finally got the good maple syrup kind of texture we wanted. You can see it's just dripping right off the knife. It took actually about 4 minutes.
When you guys do this, you want to do it in a well-ventilated area. Right now we have the fan turned off for audio purposes, but make sure when you guys do it at home, turn that fan on and get those fumes out of your work area. When the fan's on, it will exhaust all those harmful fumes right out of your work area and make it safe for you.
The color I decided to make this bait is Junebug Purple with some red glitter. So I'm going to show you guys how to pretty much just drop it in. Now you're going to drop it in to get the consistency you want, but I'm going to put about 20 to 25, and you're going to want to record how many drops you do.
After you add your colorant, you give it a nice little mix. And then onto the glitter. All right, we're ready to add the glitter. We're going to go with about a 1/4 teaspoon of red flake. We'll give it a good mix. And we should be ready to shoot it. We added our colorant and our glitter. The plastisol cooled down a little bit, so we're going to pop it back in the microwave for 30 seconds to warm it back up so it's good to pour. Brad's pouring them here. He's got his gloves on, safety first. Nice and steady. The open pore mold. When I pour them, I usually start with the biggest portion of the mold, so it's a little bit easier for you to get it going.
Now I'm going to do an example of a bad one to show you what you're going to do with the bad ones. Alright guys, we waited a whole minute and a half because you want to make sure it cools off. Now this one turned out pretty good. This one turned out the best, and I purposely messed up both of these to show you an example of what we're going to do with them. So you're just going to kind of work your finger, pop it right on out. As you can see, right here, it's got a lot of movement to it. Now these are a little flimsy, so they're pretty much made to catch one fish. But even after you're done using them, like this is our mess up. This could be broke like this. All you're going to do really is you're just going to put it right back in. So right there. And then we're going to reheat this back up.
These are the two good shots we got off. We're going to put them in water. I let them cool down in the water for about 5 minutes so that they firm up and they'll have their shape. We're going to take the mistake, the bad one, we're going to put it right back in the cup, pop it back in the microwave, melt it back down, and shoot it again in the injection mold. All right, we're going to inject this mold. We got our hot Pyrex cup. I like to work on wood to make sure that that Pyrex cup is insulated and won't shatter. If it gets super hot on a cold surface, it'll break. So for an injection mold, you grab your injector, pull it up, pick up your plastic carefully. And then just squirt it in there nice and slow. We just got done shooting this tool. We let it cool for about 1.5 minutes. You want to make sure that you give it plenty of time to cool for safety and to make sure your baits turn out nice. And there you have it. 6 beautiful little baits. Last thing to do, break them off the sprue and place them in your water to cool. Your sprue, right back in there, clean the injector, pull your old plastisol out, and back to be shot again.
The next step you're going to want to do is you're going to want to package your lures. Now, we're going to use some worm oil, which are scents. You can get multiple worm oils or any kind of scents at Lurecraft. You're just going to kind of spray it inside the bag, and then you're going to kind of go like that, spread it all around. Dump the plastics that you made into the bag. Go ahead and Ziploc it. And then you're all good to put them on the shelf.
At the end of the day, you can take all your chewed up, used, store-bought baits, throw them right back in, melt them down, reheat them, and make your own new baits.
Alright guys, I'm back at home. I got my soft plastics that we made, and I just set up a rig. Now I'm going to try to do a drop shot rig, so I don't really have the kind of weight I wanted, but I just kind of did with what I had. So I put like a 3/4 ounce egg sinker right there, and about 8 inches I put my hook. I'm just going to simply hook the head of the bait right here on the hook, like this. I'll show you right now. So I got right here this round piece at the top. Can take my hook and just hook it like that. Right through the head. Now I'm going to go out to my pond and see if we can catch a fish on it. Just got a nice smallmouth, guys. As you guys can tell, that bait produced a lot of awesome strikes. They even lunged right out of the water trying to swallow it in mid-air. The really cool thing about making your own soft plastics is you can make any design you want. If it's not in the store, if you can come up with the idea, you can make it. So if you want bright yellow with red sparkle and blue sparkle and green sparkle, you can make it yourself. And you never know, you might just make that one magical color that is just smashing the fish every time you go out. And that's all there is to it, guys. If you really like this video, I'd really appreciate you giving a like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day, guys.